Okay, this will be your 13th HTML tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be covering the image, the HTML image element. Okay, the image element is used to display images on the page. Before we begin, let's go ahead and we need to create a folder, an images folder within our first website folder. So we go first website and create new folder. Let's call this folder images. Okay, now I created an image. I have an image here on my desktop, so I'm going to drag this image over to this images folder right here. Let's close this out. Let's go back to the page and let's create our image element. The image element is represented by img. Okay, now we're going to put one image tag, and we're not going to put two an opening and closing tag. We're going to put one image tag and just end it right here. And the image element also needs a source attribute. Now the source attribute will specify a source for the image, which is the path to the image within our images folder. So that, as you remember, the path was images. Within our folder images slash bird bird2.gif. Okay, Control S to save it. Let's go back to the folder to show it. Okay, wham. As you can see here, images. This is the folder, our first website folder. Within our first website folder, we have images folder and the image bird2.gif, which is images slash bird2.gif. Okay, let's Control S to save this and preview it in our browser. As you can see here, this is the image on the page, right? It is automatically loaded onto the page. Now it's quite big, but we could also scale it down by giving it a width attribute. Okay, let's give it a width of 200 pixels. Okay, 200, and Control S to save. Go back to our browser, and as you can see here, it's scaled down to 200 pixels. We can also put in, let's say, we could put in a height, okay, as well. But if we put in a height, maybe it might be elongated. Okay, let's look at it. As you can see here, we put in a height of 250, but it is also elongated. So it's usually better to stay with one width attribute or one height attribute. Control S to save, go back, load, and as you can see here, it is scaled down appropriately. We also need to put in an alt attribute. An alt attribute will provide a text label in case the image does not show up. So we're going to put BIRD bird2, and also we can put in a title attribute. A title attribute will pop up a tooltip which will show the title of the image if you put one. So we could put in, this is an image of a bird. Okay, Control S to save, and let's preview it in our browser. And as you can see, if once we hover over the image, you can see a tooltip popping up saying this is an image of a bird. Okay, anytime we do that, we will see that tooltip because of the title we place here. This is an image of a bird. Now we can also put in a hyperlink like we created in a previous tutorial, okay, around the image. So we're going to go image, hyperlink, an A here, and a closing A here, right? And we could specify and we need to specify an href attribute, which will specify a page to load. So we can let's put in Google's homepage, http www.google. Okay, so whenever someone clicks this image, it will load Google's homepage. Let's put in a target of blank so that it can load in a completely new window document. Sorry about that. Okay, let's put in a target right here of blank. Target equals blank. Okay, Control S to save this, and let's preview it in our browser. As you can see here, it automatically becomes a link. So once we click on the image, right, it will load Google's web page. Okay, I didn't put in google.com. Control S to save. Let's go back. Okay, once we click on it, it will load Google's web page right here. Okay, so this is the image element, and I also put in a hyperlink like we did in the previous tutorial, so that when someone clicks on the image, it will take them to a page which you specify in the href element right here. Okay, so thank you for watching this tutorial, and do watch my further tutorials, and ensure that you do subscribe. Okay, goodbye.